Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
Welcome back to the Basement Monsters podcast, everybody. It is a 14-3 game right now in Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead the Washington football team 14-3. And honestly, it's a little closer than that. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a couple plays where I'm like, Washington, why did you
McLaurin in particular.
Yeah, exactly, McLaurin in particular. But the key to this game, the key to the upset is gone, and that's Gibson.
Yeah. As soon as he went out, it was over.
Yeah, he went out with a turf toe, hyperextended big toe. It looked like, but you know like you said, as soon as that happened, you saw the Washington football team move the ball all right. I mean, there was some type of a rhythm, but then all of a sudden they just went straight pass. There's the empty sets. They got four or five guys out there, and it's going to be tough trying to play that type of a game against this Pittsburgh defense. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do at this point. As long as they're efficient, they came out with 3 big points at the end of the half. I feel like Pittsburgh is. I mean, they're like I said, 14 points. I felt like that last one that kind of was busted coverage maybe but it just you can't really have that in a game that you need to be pretty much spot on in order for to have an upset.
Yeah, Steelers have a tough defense. I mean, we've known that for a while. Like you said, Gibson was the threat. Now that Gibson's gone, I don't think they're really threatened all that much by either Barber or McKissick. So I feel like they can almost kind of pin their ears back to an extent. Right. I will also say that Villanueva's been doing a killer job on Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young saved a touchdown.
Right.
I know they went back down and scored on the immediately right after they got the ball back from Washington. But Chase, like I said, the guy belongs. Chase Young belongs. That's the point I want to make. The guy belongs. He even made a play out on Juju to stop him from getting a first down. So Chase Young and the Washington defense has been everywhere tonight, and they're going to have to continue that in the second half because it's been a struggle on offense for the Washington football team without Gibson. And right now it's crazy. Right now Alex Smith has 22 pass attempts, 22. So imagine that's in the first half. So I mean, we still have a long ways to go. You only rushed the ball with Peyton Barber 3 times after Antonio Gibson went out. McKissick has 1 carry for -3 yards. So 4 rushes total after Antonio Gibson left. And, Pittsburgh's at about 27. Ben's at 27 attempts as well, 198, 2 touchdowns. They only have 10 rushes total as a team. But, I mean, I could see Pittsburgh more than I could see Washington trying to continue to pound that running game because I just feel like you're right. They're not threatened by McKissick and they're not threatened by Barber. And you gotta find the ways to move the football and gain that and use those running backs with the skills that they have. Short passing routes out of the backfield, stuff like that. You have to find a use for them.
Yeah, I think they're Washington's best bet. Is, you still have to run a little bit just to keep the defense honest. You still have to do that. You can't just not pass because we saw what happens when you do that. Just go watch the Tampa Bay Saints game and it'll show you exactly what happens when you stop running the ball. But like I said, they still have to do it. But what I think they need to start doing is go ahead and keep running, whatever you could do. But I think their money is going to be on those running downs. Those are the downs where they need to play action to either Logan Thomas or Jordan Reed. Because Logan Thomas is a stud. I don't care what anybody says. That dude's a stud. That dude
is pretty good.
He's pretty good. Then dump right over those linebackers. If they try to run blitz, boom, it's right over the back of their head. Boom, let's go. Get a big fella out there on a little small DB and see what can happen. And then boom, get them. Okay, they're going to go to the middle field. Okay, bam. Now you got McLaurin outside. You got Sims outside. You got Sims Jr. I just think they have to keep running. They can't stop running, or that's just going to be a catastrophe. But they have to run, keep Pittsburgh honest. But I feel like there needs to be a lot more play action. But in order for that to work, you need to be able to start running the ball, getting a couple 3 or 4 yards, per down.
You need to go ahead and get your playmakers into space. And I'm talking about I'm really talking about Terry McLaurin. So you have to scheme him in some way, somehow. He has 4 targets, and I understand this is the number 1 defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
4 targets, 2 receptions, 14 yards. He's your playmaker. You have to find a way to get the ball to your playmaker. Period. It's easy enough. It's easier said than done. I know Washington isn't necessarily a juggernaut offense, but with that being said, this is football. You have to find a way to do that. If you're a quality coach, you'll try to find a way to get your best players the ball.
Yeah, and your best player needs to also catch the ball when it comes his way.
Exactly. You have to be able to execute on both ends, coaching and the players. But so far I feel like, man, they kind of, I feel like Washington maybe salvaged a little bit with that 3 points. I feel like they should have scored at least maybe another field goal or possibly a touchdown. I feel like they left points on the field early, especially.
Yeah, their defense is just bagging that offense to get going because they put up goal line stands. These guys were doing exactly what they needed to do, and then the offense was just coming away with nothing. That offense needs to and I'm not saying they're not a big play team. It's Alex Smith. It's not Patrick Mahomes 40 yards down the field every throw. It's methodical. It's 10 here, 15 there, 7 here, 4 there.
That's all they're trying to do. It's Drew Brees. They've been monitoring this throughout the season. They're like, oh, it's just, and then they everybody's pretty much come to the conclusion that they're using that type of an offense. Short, quick passes, get out of Ben's hands, get your playmakers up the field, chip. And honestly, if you have the playmakers to do it, it works, and it's been working for Pittsburgh. So, if I'm Washington, and then we're gonna wrap things up because we got about 2 minutes before What's Up Cuz comes on. But if I'm Washington, I'm gonna have to find a way to get at least, even if not McLaurin, I got to get my running backs out in space. I got to get them the ball. They have to start attacking. You have to attack the middle of the field because
you have to attack downfield as well. You got to keep them honest on all facets.
You can't attack downfield, but I feel like right now, I feel like with that pass rush, the quicker the better. The quicker you get the ball out, the better you're going to fare. And
find a rhythm.
Exactly. You find more of a rhythm. You pick up a rhythm. Maybe you catch somebody out. Maybe you catch them sleeping, or you catch them trying to jump a route, and boom, you hit them deep. That's what I could see. But right now they have no running game, and that's probably the best that they got to win this thing. But yeah, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up right here. We got What's Up Cuz coming up on Sports Zone Chicago at 6. So stay tuned. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. We'll be with you guys in the post game of the Steelers and the Washington football team, and we'll be talking Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers on this Monday night doubleheader. We'll talk to you guys in the post. Peace.
Later.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.